on the get up and say, yo, no man not there, no man not out there. So now tell me, so, what are so much man in this world? You know, can't find one. I'll tell you why. One, the man where you want, him out of your tax bracket. Facts. Alright, two, you build a body for attract successful man. But you yourself not have it like that. Facts. Alright, three, you know, face on the body, you'll only get to know so far, but will never get to know a ring. Facts. Four, when you get up every day and listen to a favorite influencer telling us, yo, enough is sick. Because a man for take care of you. A man for take you upon trick. A man for provide for you fully. Him for bring security. Him for bring stability. But a lot of you out here can't take care of yourself, how that makes sense. Facts. Five, when you never take accountability for shit. Six, when you always play the victim like when you never wrong. Facts. Seven, of you know if you love a man. You only know if you take from a man. Facts. Alright, 8, you make 60,000 but you want a man who make $500,000 a year. Only because you want him to provide for your lifestyle where you can afford where you want to live. Facts. I mean, no one going to say, me not settle. But there's 100 other women want where you want too. So okay, tell me what the difference is.
This is the thing, bro. I don't know if you know about these guys, the passport bros. I don't know if you hear anything about them. There's some guys that's going elsewhere for a relationship. They're going like DR, they're going many places. They're just going out of the States, going out and a lot of places. The Western community just dating women outside of the Western community. This is what you have to understand, bro. These days I don't even speak on women. I try to give men game. I don't talk about what women do. Because you have to understand that, bro. Even though men are doing this, these women say they're not going to change. Because I used to tell myself that, listen, I think the men are the problem. I think the men are the problem. But when I see men are comfortable dating outside of their race and dating other ethnicity and being in relationship, good relationship, I realize it's not the men. I used to say it's the men should get these women in line and get them to understand that, listen, you are fucking up and whatever, and I want this, I require this. But the men are saying that, and these women are saying, I'm not going to, I want what I want. These women are saying, listen, I want what I want. I don't care what you are saying, I don't care, I want what I want. So I'm saying, okay, then it's not the men's fault. So this is the thing, bro, you have to understand. You need to tell guys that, listen, they too wants them. It's simple as that. Like who like you. Get around who get around, who likes to have you around them. This is what I tell guys. I don't tell guys to listen, do this to make sure she check herself, or I don't tell women what they are doing wrong. If it's a case where a woman say, give me some advice, I could give her some advice, or she would ask me personally, what am I doing wrong? I could tell her what she's doing wrong, but I just don't get on the internet telling women what they do wrong. I tell men what to do to better themselves, to be in a better position as a man. So I tell men, listen, you don't, when you meet a girl with all these unrealistic expectations, you don't trip. Don't make it an issue. Don't make it a problem. Go where you are celebrated. This is what I've always been telling persons. Go where you are celebrated. If you are not wanted here, you don't stay here. Go where you are wanted, and if you are wanted no place, you stay by yourself. This is how life should be. This is how life is. So I tell men, I don't tell men that, listen, I tell men to learn female nature, understand what is good for you as a man, and if you can't find that here, you go somewhere else. It's simple as that. That's just the game. That's what I think, because all this is just craziness. It's just sick and crazy. Mm-hmm.
Tell us again what we even need men for?
What a fucking ungrateful question.
What the hell are we going to do without men? You look around the city here, you see all these buildings go up. These men, they're doing impossible things. They're under the streets, working on the sewers. They're up on the power lines in the storms and the rain. They're keeping this impossible infrastructure functioning. This thing that works in a miraculous manner. They work themselves to death, and often literally. And the gratitude for that is sorely lacking, especially among the people who should be most grateful, failing to understand entirely that there's a massive infrastructure of unbelievably hardworking, solidly laboring working class men breaking themselves in half on a regular basis, making sure that everything that always breaks works. And so a little gratitude for that is in order.
I realized since I became a man, like really understanding female nature, understanding myself. One of the things I don't do, I stopped telling women what they need to do and what they should do. I start looking towards myself. I start looking towards what it is, my purpose is. Because I understand that nobody really cares about a man, bro. Nobody really cares about us. Even if persons are out there that would be like, listen, I care, they have a time clock in which they care as a man. As a female, persons would care for you till you die. But as a man, persons have a time clock in which they would care for you. So I understand.
This is real shit.
Yeah.
In New South Wales, right? From January up to May this year, we have had 431 suicides.
What?
431. 3/4 of that, 323.5, 3/4 of it is males. We're going to have a male die almost 2 times a day this year. And then people want to talk about this fucking toxic masculinity. They want to talk about men are this, men are that. Men in the fucking mines is not looking at oppressing women. They're there working their ass off so they can provide for their women. They can treat their queens well. This toxic masculinity comes from when women try to become men, and it sort of bridges out into society, and that's toxic masculinity.
Amen.
Men themselves are being targeted
For being men.
and they're silently dying.